This is an ABC News special report. Now reporting.
Hello, on today's episode of Dr. J, we have a special guest speaker, AP Psych student, who claims she is now a psychiatrist.
Hello, I'm here to talk to you guys about some things I've learned in AP Psych.
Yes, tell us why others should take AP Psych.
Well, AP Psych is really beneficial to my other classes at school. So, for example, I'm taking 20th Century Psych and Lit, and we read books like The Handmaid's Tale and Brave New World and stuff. And you can really apply what we learn in AP Psych to those novels, and it helps you have a better understanding of them. And also, it really just makes you analyze everyone's actions, and it just gives you a really good understanding.
Interesting. Now, has AP Psych benefited you in your life?
So, it's benefited me in real life by, things like, have you ever heard of the foot in the door phenomenon?
Yes, I have.
Oh, really? Have you? Okay, well, the foot in the door phenomenon, for those who don't know, is where you ask for a small favor. So, hey, can I have a piece of candy? And then your mom says yes. And then a couple minutes later, you come back and you ask for a bigger favor. Hey, Mom, can I have a car? And who knows what she says, but it's supposed to help you get a yes.
What are some other psychology things that have helped you?
So, some other things I learned in psychology that have helped me would be, our brain unit. It was really interesting learning about neurotransmitters and their axons and axon potential. I think that helped me understand my body better. So that's a big plus of taking AP Psych, because you learn about a lot of your anatomy and stuff, and it's really interesting to learn how that stuff happens and how it affects your life.
What's your favorite type of psych?
I would have to say my favorite type of psychology is abnormal psychology, because we learn about mood disorders, serial killers, fetishes, a bunch of really weird stuff so that's really fun. I like learning about serial killers because, one, it's interesting and it's scary and creepy, and two, I thought mood disorders was really interesting because, as a lot of you know, depression and anxiety and stuff affect a large part of the population. So I think it's nice to be educated about it, so we really have a good understanding about it. I think that's important, don't you?
Yes, very important.
Alright.
Can you tell me about central or peripheral route persuasion?
Yeah, I can. So, central route persuasion involves being persuaded by arguments or the content of the message. So, for example, after hearing a political debate, you may decide that you want to vote for a candidate because you found that the candidate's, you view his argument as convincing. So the difference is peripheral route to persuasion involves being persuaded through a manner that is not based on the arguments of the message context. So for another example, with the same political example, after reading a political debate, it's like you would decide to vote for that candidate because of the sound of their argument or the person's voice. So maybe the person went to the same university as you. So with peripheral route, it can involve using superficial cues such as attractiveness of a speaker or something like that. So that's the difference.
Took the words right out of my mouth. For coming on my show.
Oh, you're welcome. Nice to meet you, Dr. Gabe.
Nice to meet you too.